Hello there, everybody. I hope you're doing well. If you don't see me on camera and you've been here before, you know what time it is. This is when I do my pick a card readings for the new moon and full moon. In this case, we have a incredibly powerful new moon in Pisces coming up on the 28th. So wanted to get something together, get something going for you all to tune into and see what's in store, what kind of energy you should be alerted to. We know that Pisces is a deeply psychic and powerful water sign, right? And new moons are that time when we are thinking about our intentions, what we want to manifest, what we feel like we're moving toward. We also know that in this particular, time in our history, it can be difficult to keep our dreams alive and feel like, what our imagination and what the possibilities really are. So I'm excited to do this pick a card for you all. Spirit let me, sometimes when I do them, I'll just do a gemstone or something that you can tune into and pick. But today Spirit said, no, I needed to do it for earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. So think about these piles, earth signs, and I'll do timestamps. Just check the description box below so you can get the timestamps for each of these piles. But also remember, when I read this way, don't just think about your sun sign, but also think about your moon sign and your rising sign. So you may need to do a little cross-checking and cross-referencing in the piles. All right. So having said that, let's go in and see what kind of energy Spirit is got in store for you all this new moon in Pisces. Remembering too that the nodes changed earlier this year, and so the north node has moved into Pisces. So Pisces is a really powerful energy that we have right now. And again, this for me, when I think Pisces, it is about ruled by Neptune, and it has that powerful, the 12th house energy of exercising our imaginations, thinking about possibilities, feeling unlimited, getting rid of limiting beliefs and all that sort of thing. So let's go in. Let's see what Spirit has. I'm going to turn on another background light. Let's see if this helps. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Let's do that so you can get a little more light on the table. All right, let's go in, you guys. First one I'm doing is, they did have me pull a gemstone just to resonate with that a little bit. This is a lingam stone for the earth signs. And this is going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Remember, sun, moon, and rising or rising. So, new moon in Pisces. Let's see what comes for you all. Ooh, right out the gate, two powerful major arcana. You've got the Lovers, and it comes with the Death card. Something transitioning or preparing to transition and be rebirthed. Remember, for those of you who may not be as familiar with tarot, we tend to cringe a little bit when we see a death card. But remember, in tarot, the death card can very often, and more often, in fact, I would say, it indicates a rebirth of some sort, a transition of some sort. You have your other two cards in tarot. You have the Three of Wands. So there's something growing or about to grow. There's movement in your relationships that's growing. And it feels like this is a transition period where how you typically have operated in your relationships may be undergoing some sort of shift. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Exactly. Seven of Pentacles is an energy of having to stop and pay attention to how things are going. Pay attention to who and what you are uniting with. And you may be going through some deep examination, because remember too, death is ruled by Scorpio, right? And Scorpio tends to get really deep. Another deep, powerful water sign. So we're talking about this new moon in Pisces. You've got your accompanying water sign, Scorpio, that comes, which is also, as I said, very much about getting to the root of things. So I think that's one reason why we got this Seven of Pentacles. You are assessing your plans, your groups. This Three of Wands is, and in general, threes are about growth. Threes are about expansion. And threes are about your collaborations within your unions, in your partnerships, and the decisions that you make. Because the Lovers is also ruled by Gemini, you all don't forget. And that brings in that Mercury energy. So you are definitely, for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there's something where you are being called during this new moon and for the next couple of weeks and beyond, actually, to think about and assess your groups and what you've got moving, what you're planning to move ahead on, because there's some sort of transition for you in that. Let's keep going and get into your oracles now. Oh, I love this, especially for this particular new moon. Look at that. Go for your dreams. Go for your dreams, earth signs. That is so powerful. I want to pull a few more and see how that's threading together for you all. There's voice, speaking your word and giving voice to what you believe in, to who you believe in, to how you want to connect with others and grow your designs, the decisions that you are making. And it feels also with the lovers, it could be decisions that you're making not just for yourself, but you're trying to be fair in those decisions, because you're examining, Seven of Pentacles, evaluating how the decisions that you make going forward on that Three of Wands, how it affects others. And so you're speaking your word, you're using your voice and being very deliberate to go for your dreams. This is powerful manifestation for you all, my earth signs. This is powerful manifestation. And what spirit is saying is you can speak things into existence. You can speak this growth and this transformation, and by saying, I'm going for it, I'm going to go for my dreams. You've got a free fall here. Nothing breaks as easily as a heart, nor mends as strongly. I want to hold that up nice and close for you. A free fall and going for your dreams. I'm actually going to put that over there, because there's something here, spirit, listen to me. Spirit is saying there's something here for you all, earth signs. This part of this death and this transformation, going through and reevaluating, Seven of Pentacles, reevaluating your relationships and the decisions that you're making so that you can grow and move on. It requires this free fall. It requires you surrendering. Like, I'm going to hold that up again, even that image, like on that glider, and just surrendering. Like, you don't know how the waves are exactly going to go, if they're strong, if it's going to be a smooth ride or a bumpy ride, but go for your dreams. There's some healing that you're undergoing, and there's something about this movement and this rebirth that actually puts you closer and in touch with your dreams. Look at this. You have the truth. Moon rising, the truth. There's some sort of revelations that you've had to come to grips with recently. And I don't see that they've necessarily been horrible, but I do see where they've given you a sense of resolve, because going back to that death card, Scorpio energy does not play. And this is with those two cards, those first ones that came on the table for you all, that lovers and that death, that's nothing to play with in terms of the strength of your conviction. And so this truth that's been revealed, and you may have had to work for it. Seven of Pentacles, you had to take some time and dig and self-assess. You might have been doing a lot of journaling, meditation, just prayer, just getting into your own head and surrendering so that you can decide for yourself what you want. All total, I can't wait to get to the rest of your cards, but this is feeling very much about empowerment, earth signs. And it's an empowerment because you know that you have to grow, but you also have had to deal with paying attention to your own thoughts and your own voice and understanding your truth, calling a spade, all right? That's the bottom line. You've got protection here that comes with the sea turtle, and it says you are, and I love that it's a sea turtle talking about this new moon in Pisces, right? Water energy. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Wow, that feels very much like that energy there. So be in harmony with that rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. I love, again, this imagery, and because you think about the sea turtle, you got the turtle, the shell, so that's your protection. You are protected, but also in the sea, in the water, going with the flow, gliding and being ready to go with the flow, to grow and expand. And this truth and giving voice to your own truth, paying attention to your thoughts, your words, what you say, your own authority is actually what allows you to go with that flow. It propels you forward. You have a gentle force that comes, consistency, another message of persistence, patience, and the long game. You see that? You see that vision? You're headed towards something. But this does require, that's why you've got this rebirthing energy, you are, because this is the long game. Like literally what it said right here, one of your messages on this card. This is the long game for you. And that may be why Seven of Pentacles, this assessment, and I just noticed, I should have said this before. Here you are, here it is again, another image on water, moving forward. Very, very powerful new moon for you, earth signs. Like there's some, and all of this water is propelling you forward to growth. And this gentle force is saying, don't rush it. Take your time. Think about your best path forward. Who is really in your corner? Those relationships and decisions that you're making about who you unite with in work, in love, in friendships, etc., across the board. Who your tribe is, who you love, who you know loves you. All of that, that's a gentle force, but it's also not to be rushed. Sometimes it takes time to get to the truth, right? Sometimes it does. It takes time to get to the truth. It takes time to learn what it is that you're really trying to say and articulate it in a way that is respectful to others, but yet it keeps you in your strength and it keeps you moving forward. Got a few more here. We have think it through. And if you are new to my readings, I promise you, in front of everything holy, I do not see these cards before I reveal them. I cleanse my decks. You see how many different decks I work with. And I wait till I'm in my flow to present it to you. So I am always thrilled. Like the thrill never stops of seeing how spirit gives me and a message. You know, everything starts threading together. So that think it through is exactly what we've been talking about in that Seven of Pentacles, that assessment that you're doing, that ability to think it through so that you are convinced of what the truth is. That Gemini energy, Lovers, one of your first cards, ruled by Gemini. Okay? So confirmation again. In fact, I want to move these around just a little bit and put that over there next to that Lovers. Because this is something, that Seven of Pentacles, that card of assessment and moving a little slow. That's why you got that persistence and that gentle force. This is a stage of life for you, earth signs. And this is a time when you are definitely transitioning from one way of thinking and being to another, but it's going to take a little time, and Spirit wants you to take that time. There's waiting. Oh my gosh. Like confirmation again. They want you to definitely look before you leap, think things through before you speak it, so that you have a certain certainty. Because once you do that, that's what makes this less choppy and less bumpy. That's what gets you smooth as you begin to move forward in your growth. You have a helping hand that's here. And it says, need others to assist with services for increased productivity. Nobody can handle it all. I actually really love that this came in your reading. Because for your dreams to come true, for you to make good decisions about how you're partnering so that you can grow, it looks like for some of you earth signs, this does involve you continuing to partner with others and recognizing that you do need a helping hand. All right, you're not supposed to do it by yourself, but it's also giving yourself time to wait until you feel certain about who you are aligning with, and how those people have a similar vision to you, because this is definitely about the long run. Remember, you got something here before about the long game and that gentle force card, that your dreams, this is the big picture. This is the next stage and phase of your life. You have a beautiful confirmation here that comes and says your soul knows. Your soul knows. And to the extent that some of the decisions that you may be making about realigning, rebirthing your relationships in the direction that you're going in to pursue your dreams, trust that you do know. You do know. You know which way to go. You will be guided. All right? A stone that will help you is lapis lazuli. Sacredness, dawning, and legend. All right, so if you're into crystals, you want to wear something that's going to help you through this energy and all of this momentum that comes after a period of assessment and deciding for yourself, recognizing your truth in who you want to be aligned with, how you really see yourself, and aligning yourself with those who will help you along that way in that mission. Lapis lazuli will help you. And finally, we have 1111. Numbers in double synchronicity and twos. Don't hold back your love now. Don't hold back your love now. I'm sorry if I could get it right. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. And this is a Sacred Doors deck that I have, an oracle deck. So there's the image of the doors, very earthy for earth signs. And you pay attention to 1111. And that's also all of this new beginnings, right? That new beginnings that comes for you. That through that Scorpio energy. 1111. Don't hold back. Be ready. Because you are about to enter a whole different, talk about leveling up. You are about to enter earth signs, a whole different ball game. And it's one where there's nothing stopping you. All this flow energy, there's nothing stopping you. All that growth, 3 of Wands. You're going to feel exuberant. You're going to feel like you're definitely going for your dreams. And the key is just giving yourself that time, that waiting, gentle force. Don't push anything until you have the truth and think it through of who will assist you, who you really want to align yourself with. Because that old saying, 2 heads are better than one, and there's strength in numbers for your next endeavors. You need the right kind of people around you. And you know that, remember, your soul knows, so you will know who that is. All right? Okay, we're going to move on now to pile number 2. Our fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, sun, moon, or rising. And this beautiful, I was led to share that with you, to tune into that energy, this beautiful yellow quartz. All right, so fire signs, let's see what's happening for this new moon in Pisces. Your first card, 2 more major arcana coming out. Wow, and 3 total. This is from 2 different decks. You have 4 major arcana that have come for you. Let me get it on the table. I'm excited. 2 different decks. There's one, even though it's the same artist. And there's the second deck. So they do like a light version and a darker version. You have 4. Right out the gate, fire signs. You've got 4 major arcana that have come for you. So we need to lean in and pay attention to this reading, because this new moon in Pisces is definitely going to be pivotal for you. We got the Devil. Actually, I need to line it up with the deck it came from. So let me push these 2 here and these 2 here. We have the Devil and Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Universe. Basically, think the World card. There's some knowledge that some of you are thinking about how to heal from something or detach from something that's holding you back. It could also be an unhealthy behavior or an unhealthy relationship. I'm going to tell you this, because hopefully you're over 21. We're on here together. Some of you also could be healing in the realm of intimacy. And I'm not saying that there's anything traumatic necessarily involved, but it could be whatever fears you may have around opening yourself up and being vulnerable to someone else. Because Temperance is one of the most powerful healing cards that we have in tarot, hands down. And it is ruled by Sagittarius, Jupiter, growth. We know that the Devil it's ruled by Capricorn, Saturn. But it also usually refers to some form of self-imposed fear or limitation that keeps you bound to something that doesn't serve you. And this high priestess feels like she's coming because, remember, her function is to go, is she's that portal, that bridge between the heavens and the earth. She's that bridge between spirit and humanity. And there's the world card, taking you to like ending one phase so that you can start again, so that you can start anew. Fire signs, do not doubt your ability to be independent of any relationship that you've poured yourself into that may have run its course. Because the world definitely indicates you've learned the lessons, you've been through enough, you know enough, and the devil is, and I feel for some of you as well, let me go ahead and say this could point to finances, because this could be something that you have done in relation to keeping everything afloat, and so you've grown accustomed to it. And now Spirit is saying, something about the way you've done it is it's reaching a conclusion, and you're just in a space, that high priestess, there's something more that you need to know or have revealed to you so that you're ready to move on. Remember too, that temperance is a card of alchemy, and it can alchemize the past with the future, where you take what you've learned and apply it to the future. But there's something here. I cannot wait to see your other cards. Okay. Think things through. Let's keep going. With adventure coming from the south direction. Who are you? Who are you? And you know what? I'm going to put that right there, because remember, temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter loves expansion. The south having as a direction, the south having to do with fire. This is your reading, fire signs, sun, moon, or rising. The south having to do with fire in the belly, decisions to do things. This goes back to thinking things through when Spirit was saying, you have the ability to break away and decide for yourself what needs to be, what corner you're ready to turn, basically. And to treat it like an adventure. I gotta keep going. This is so powerful. Renaissance. And it says, create your own masterpiece. And notice that fire energy. Create your own masterpiece. That's why you need that adventure. And if there's something holding you back because of a fear or concerns about money, it can also indicate that. There's a way that can be provided for you. You will be shown the way. Oh my God, I just looked down and saw this. Take a risk. I promise you all, one of the reasons that I love this work and I'm honored to do it it's just the way, everybody has their own method. But even though you see this pile here next to me, I have to stay laser focused on what I see coming in front of me. So I don't tune into this until I'm literally ready to look over here and pull a card. Like right now, I could not tell you what this next card is. And I deliberately do it that way so I can stay right here as we're going in together. So take a risk, adventure, create your own masterpiece. Like boom, 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 message clear. And it is going to require you to work some things around. If this is financial, it's going to require you to think about, how you can budget, how you can move things around, what needs to go, or what's reached a stage of completion. And that's the high priestess. It is you, especially in a new moon in Pisces, going deeper. She is that, she's got that intense, intuitive, psychic energy around her. Excuse me. So that's why you have to take time to think it through. But there is a way. There is definitely a way. You've got that take a risk. We have a deer that's come for you. as the animal helper. And the message here, let me take a sip of water. It says, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. I think this is also tied back to why we got that devil card and this gentleness of the deer. You need a break from the norm. That's why you got this world here. You need a break from the norm, fire sign, sun, moon, and rising. Remember, you need a break. It's time to shift things. It's time to literally unchain yourself with that devil coming. It's time to unchain yourself from whatever's been holding you back, whoever's been holding you back, any self-defeating habits that you formed that have been holding you back. Because there's something waiting for you to move forward and take a risk, have an adventure. Knowing your self-worth. That self-worth piece is very important here in the context of that devil and temperance. What's being reconfigured and how you have to think things through. You are making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. You see that? Spirit is giving you, your guides are definitely like, this is such, it feels like a serious pep talk, fire signs. Like they are coming through to remind you of your worth, to remind you that it's okay to take a risk. It's okay to go on an adventure. Get that fire in your belly with that. And it's okay to recognize you are your own creation. Whatever's been holding you back, whatever you feel is limiting you, whatever those fears are, your obligations, your financial obligations, all of that. There's something where momentum is building. And this making waves, like you are ready to mix things up, stir things up, get going, go deeper. And even though this says new moon in Scorpio, Scorpio is a fellow water sign like Pisces, but it is about going deep. I think this is you not settling, fire signs. And it has to do with this thinking things through. Because this next stage of life, these next few months, I'm seeing anywhere from 3 to 6 months for you all as you go further into 2025. It can't be surface level stuff. That's just not going to do it for you anymore. You are really ready for a change. That's also why you got the World card, a completion of a cycle, an end of a certain way of doing things. You want to switch it up, mix it up, that alchemy in the Temperance card, and you're just trying to figure out how to do it. What's the missing piece? That's why you got to think it through. And Spirit is saying, go deeper. And this will help you. Positivity. That also goes with that self-worth piece. And create your own masterpiece that we see here. They're saying they want you to cultivate, rather than operating in a spirit of fear or holding yourself back or thinking about what could go wrong, glass half empty instead of half full, right? They want you to get yourself into, like, lift your vibration and keep yourself in a state of what can be done versus what can't. Now, you have a love affair that comes, and it says, beware. Love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. All right. I love it. I love it, especially in the context of, we did pull that devil. And we talked about earlier in your reading that sometimes we get the devil energy when it is a relationship. It can be intimacy, but it can be intimacy that ultimately holds you back in some way. It's not with the devil. It can be very tempting. It can seem like it's checking all the boxes. It can feel really passionate and you're all jazzed up and bubbly and all of that. But in the end, it doesn't take you on your path forward. It serves to limit you. And so if for some of you, may not apply to everybody, but I got to pay attention to it because it came and it said, don't lose your mind. Think it through. Think it through. If you're in a relationship, there's go deeper. Learn more about that person, the high priestess. What is not being revealed? What are their secrets? What are their true values and beliefs? Like getting to the heart of it. And here's what's interesting. There's this juxtaposition of energy, because if this is about a relationship for some of you, you have that take a risk there. You've got a craving for adventure. You know, you got the world. You're ready to, so it may look like, oh, yes, glad you showed up. Let's do it. But Spirit is just saying, beware. And it also says at work. So especially if it does apply to any of you who are in the workplace or tempted to deal with someone who you work with in some fashion, whether it's the same company or whatever, or even if you're just partnering with people, however that applies. But just be cautious and aware. Don't lose your mind. Think it through, okay? And move your body to move your emotion. Spirit wants you, and I love this coming for you, fire signs, because that movement is crucial for you. It's crucial for you. So move your body. Part of the way that you can go deeper and generate that sense of positivity, your self-worth, come in with that deer medicine that you got, is to move. Go for walks right now. Dance, right? You know, anything that gets your body in motion is actually a spiritual exercise for you all right now, fire signs. And you have lapidary as a stone that will help you. Revelation, observation, and decisiveness. Lapidary. Revelation, observation, and decisiveness. Revelation, thinking things through. Observation, thinking things through, but also that high priestess energy. And then decisiveness, making waves, being ready to make your move. You've got some opportunities coming for you, fire signs. And the only thing is Spirit is saying, everything that glitters isn't gold. And that's not a bad thing. That's why they're just saying this is cautionary. Remember I said earlier in your reading, it feels like your spirit guides are here as a cheerleader. Like they've shown up to basically say, yes, you can do this. This is possible. You're ready to take a risk. You're ready to have an adventure. You're ready to create a masterpiece. Your heart is open. Your energy is ready. You're fired up and ready to go. And they're just saying, but don't jump at the first thing or the first situation. Be aware and make sure that whatever you do is ultimately gonna work out well for you. Make sure, go a little deeper before you commit. Whether it's a relationship, job, whatever your financial investment, whatever your situation is. Because love affair could even be being in love with your work, being in love with your money, being in love with being too self-loving to the point of teetering into quasi-narcissism, right? So there's just that, it's a cautionary thing. But if you do that, and provided you do that, the world's your oyster. You're about to go into a whole different phase and you're going to love it. And it's going to light your flames. As fire energy, it's going to light your flames. Finally, you have a card with a door. And your message on the back of there is sunset. It says, time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Old cords of pain fade away as the sun's light burns. This is sunset. This is going back to that world card. Something that is coming to a tide that's coming to an end, making new waves because you're ready. Old cords of pain, that devil card. You are ready for whatever this new thing that's coming your way, fire signs. You're ready for it. You've been working for it, thinking about it, working on it, manifesting it, new moon energy. And it's all good. It really is. Create your own masterpiece. It's all good. Take the risk. Just look at it. They just showed me a little magnifying glass. They're saying just look at it really well before you commit. All right? All right. I hope that pings. I'd love to hear from you, see how that resonated, and I wish you the absolute best. All right, we are going to move on now to our air signs. Let's see what's coming for the air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the stone they had me pull was this beautiful chevron amethyst. if that resonates or not. But that for each sign, for some reason, they made me pull a gemstone this time. All right, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, air signs. Let's see this new moon in Pisces. You have a Page of Pentacles with the Strength card. So right out the gate, you're in control. And there's some maturity here that you've undergone in relation to how you move. For some of you as well, this is a recovery or some shift in your focus on your physical health and your physical stamina. I want to see what else comes. You have the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I love that you got the Ace of Swords in your element, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Remember that. But you have gone through a growth spurt, or you're about to go through a growth spurt in terms of your, I want to say emotional maturity, but it feels even deeper than that. It feels like there's a blending between your emotional intelligence and maturity and how you are ready to act on it. Because this feels very decisive. Remember, the Lovers is Gemini. It's an air sign as well. So you got air coming. Spirit is definitely here for you in your element. But there's some decisiveness that around what really builds you, what really keeps you solid, what, if this is health, what really is going to work for you in the long term, and what you may need to do to build yourself step by step. You know, it's not like a quick fix kind of energy here. This is step by step, taking the time so that you can get very, very clear and be ready to take action. This, your oracles, now I'm ready to get into some oracles. You got Reach for the Stars. Why not? Okay, very beautiful message from your spirit guides. Reach for the stars. Those decisions that you make, feel confident in them. Your relationships and the support that you can receive in that Lover's energy, feel confident in it. The strength that you have, the strength of character, and your willingness to stick to it with that Page of Pentacles. You have a depth here with the lake energy. Note, and remember, new moon in Pisces, water sign. There's depth. Because what you are doing now, or these decisions that you are making, you becoming a stronger version of yourself, it runs deep. Like, it's going to really serve you over the long haul. That's why Reach for the Stars, because where you are right now, air signs, your next moves are going to have a long-ranging impact. That's that reaching for the stars. This is long-term. And that's also why you've got the Page of Pentacles, because Pentacles moves slower. It's earthy, it's dense, and pages are new. New aces, new thoughts, new decisions, new ideas, new creativity. And it's because it's coming from a really deep place. Emotional intelligence, they're taking me back to that to say to you again for air signs. There's emotional intelligence. They want you to give yourself credit for that. They want you to claim that. They want you to trust yourself in the decisions that you're going to make as you reach for the stars, because there's so much backing you up behind, the strength of your character. There's so much backing you up. You have exploration. Embrace the change in your life because it can lead to discovery. What a powerful compliment to that Reach for the Stars message you got. Exploration. Reach for the stars. Depth to what you do. Power in your choices. You've got the past. But I just heard as I pulled this up, moon memories with the past. But I just heard the past is prologue, right? And that is a saying. The past is prologue for you all, air signs. There's something about your past. And this could also be you sort of resurrecting And now being in a place where you're ready to move forward on something you've been thinking about in the past, but it kind of got put on hold because it feels dreamy. It feels like it's going to take some time, all that depth and reaching for the stars. So it's in exploration. It's if you have taken some time to just to be sure to wait, to wait before acting on something. Now they're saying that's fine. The past is the past. And that was what you needed to do then. But now it's ready. You're ready. You're getting heated up, fired up, and ready to make some decisions. And you've got the strength of character. You've got the conviction. You've got the intelligence and the knowledge to be ready now to strike out and explore what you want for yourself next. And the past is prologue. You have, as an animal totem that comes, is a protector, and it's the white stag. It says, you are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Wow, let me just hold that up there for you. Screenshot it, soak it in. This is spirit talking to you. So even if you're like, I am, I am powerful. And here's the deal. Because your air signs, again, sun, moon, or rising, your thoughts, Mercury, Gemini, the lovers, your thoughts, Ace of Swords, are powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. You need to get out in nature. And do not doubt. When you get hits, when you get little inklings, write it down. Even if it's not making sense in that moment, write it down. Write it down. There is a lot of magic. And when I say magic, I mean literally bringing things into existence that are currently in the spiritual realm. Your thoughts, your dreams, reach for the stars, this exploration. Notice I should have said this before, you've got Pisces and Mars combining, ready to move on your dreams, moving on your dreams and giving yourself opportunities to explore. It's time. You have the well maiden who has come. Kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. These are guides that will help you right now. You have assistance. You have assistance, air signs. It's interesting because the energy I'm getting from this is a lot of you, part of your soul's mission, so some of us call it soul contract, is to take the way you build yourself up and use that to help others. The experiences, that's also why you got this past message that came up for you, because Spirit wants you to know the experiences that you've had, even some of them that may have been daunting. That's how you built character in that strength card. Even some of those experiences that were daunting, they were putting you in place to prepare you, prepare you to help others. Your ability to be respectful and to understand and have compassion for others has grown out of your own experiences and the strength that you've had to develop over the years. You have clear your mind. Very interesting because this is air sign. So again, that intellect and that Ace of Swords that we got, your thinking patterns are very crucial to your blessings. It's time to clear your mind. Gemini, the lovers, Gemini. Some of you may be Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. But so to do that, and the reason they want you to do that is because when you clear your mind, then you get your hints and your clarity around what your dreams really are and the ways that you can go about making steps slowly, Page of Pentacles, to move toward them. You have an inner knowing. Check that out. You have an inner knowing. And that's also because as you clear your mind, your inner knowing rises to the surface. You don't have to struggle for it. You don't have to sit, 30 minutes in meditation trying to get to a point. It's already like it'll just come to the surface. You'll be like, "Woo, okay, I get it now." This is what's been trying to come through, Ace of Swords. This is the next step that I need to do. This is the decision that I'm about to make. I'm ready. I've got the resources. I'm strong. I'm stronger than I was before. I've taken my time to learn and get the information I need to build myself up physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, psychically. I've done that. I've done the work. The well maidens are there to support you in that. All right? They have compassion in you. They have compassion for you, and you have compassion for yourself. And then by turn, sending it out into the world. You have new beginnings. Wow. And it says you will start a new job and life, a clean sweep over, hit the reset button. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a job, but also remember, symbolically, the way Spirit speaks to us, a job could be the job that you have of working on yourself, your development, your growth, your spiritual endeavors, your financial endeavors, your healing endeavors, everything. That too is a job. Your soul path is your job. It is probably the most important job that any of us will have. So there's some new beginnings coming for you. That's why they want to give you that reach for the stars and that exploration, because you're ready. You're setting yourself up, and all you got to do is clear your mind, put your past in perspective, quit looking backwards, put it in perspective so that you can go forward decisively. You have to ground from the root. That's your protection. There's ancestral energy here for you all, air signs. They want you to recognize that even if your thoughts about reaching for the stars, so literally, whatever, new moon in Pisces, big imagination, Neptune energy, dreaming big. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to go explore the possibilities. And they're saying, do that because you're already rooted. You're already grounded. You've already laid the groundwork. You have the strength and the fortitude to be able to do it. Quartz will help you. I love this. Quartz is such an amplifier. Essence, oracularity, and precision. That's a big word. I'm not even sure I know what that means. I'm just going to hold that up there for you. Oracle. So that's an oracle, knowing. That's the root of the word. So this is seeing deeper. Clear your mind. The depth of that lake. Quartz, you all. Work with your quartz. Because it expands your mind. And I love that you got this precision using quartz, because the Ace of Swords is precise. It's precise. It's decisive. Wow. Use your quartz. And finally, you have a door. I did an oracle from a door deck. I'm going to show you the image in case that resonates with you. And the message for this door, it says offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. This ties beautifully to this other card from the Well Maidens that you got around compassion. And there's an aspect here, air signs, where doors open for you almost in proportion to the doors that you hold open for others. It's also why you got that white stag energy. You are a protector, or you have a protective energy, or you have lived in such a way that you understand the value of protection. Whether it's protecting your body, protecting your home, protecting your family, protecting your finances, protecting your position, being in the world and making sure that you command respect. There's so much power and capability in you. Use your quartz, because it's time for you to expand. There's new beginnings, and they want you to reach for the stars. And trust yourself, inner knowing, trusting yourself. And your gateway it's that whole thing, do unto others. As you do unto others, not recklessly, not haphazardly, but thoughtfully, with character and conviction in that strength card, there you go. That's your ticket. That's your ticket to success and reaching for the stars. All right, air signs. Wow. I love the way that felt. I hope that that was helpful. I would love to hear your feedback. And I absolutely wish you the best. All right. And finally, we're last but certainly not least in this new moon in Pisces. We got to get to the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And I was led to this beautiful piece of fluorite to share with you. All right. All right. Let's see what's happening this new moon in Pisces. Ooh, I love the way you're starting out the gate. You have the Magician and the Three of Wands. I love it, because we think about wands with the Magician and the Three of Wands. This is growing. Water. New moon in Pisces. Wow. Page of Wands. And the Two of Cups. All right. Let me sit with this for a minute. What are you all up to, water signs? Sun, moon, and rising. It's good. And it's powerful. Some of you are ready. You are actively or ready to actively take steps to love again or do what you love. Doesn't have to be in the context of a relationship necessarily, but it is choosing to do what you love. And it is not doing it recklessly, but really it feels like this is something already underway, because between the Magician and the Three of Wands, that feels like something that's already in motion. It's already growing. It's still new, page, with that page energy, but whatever it is that you have put into motion recently, that blends what you love. You're coming from a place of flow, of abundance, of partnership with all good intentions. Like, this is good magic that surrounds you right now, that your spirit guides are saying. And doggone if you don't have do what you love as an oracle here. We're going to get into your oracles now. Now that I got your major tarot cards out. Do what you love. With that Two of Cups. And you're like, I am. With that Magician energy, you're like, oh yeah, watch me. Watch me. I'm determined. I'm already, it feels like, so for some of you, you're telling your spirit guides, on it, already on it. All right, we have a mountain. And so there's a mountain and some clarity. Now, I actually really appreciate that this card came for some context, because this energy that you're walking in right now to grow, there may be some obstacles. And what Spirit is saying here is, or the thing itself is big. A mountain it can indicate something that feels big, overwhelming, where you got to go through a lot of steps to be able to get over that mountain and get to the other side. But it's really about clarity. Spirit wants you to take the time in your magic, because your magic is strong. They want you to take the time to get clear about what is the mountain really even made of. Is that mountain about fear? Is that mountain about needing help and resources to implement what it is that you really want to do? Do what you love. For some of you, you could be thinking about changing your career, going in a different direction. And so that's the Magician energy. I want to do this. I want to create this. The Magician is extremely creative and has the tools always. Air, earth, fire, water. That sword, that cups, the wind, anything that the Magician needs, resources, can do it. But that mountain also says there's some clarity that you need, water signs. Because sometimes, especially when we're in Piscean energy, the dream, doing what you love, wanting in that watery Two of Cups energy, you can skip a step. You can miss a step and then you have to go back and redo something. And so this is just, Spirit is saying, evaluate what the mountains are. Whether it's, getting the resume, getting a new computer, going on a dating app, contacting some old friends, getting out of the house. Like, what is your mountain? And then you can get into a state of doing what you love and getting some flow going. You have a way shower. You, yes, you are the keeper and teller of your truth. I love that with that Mercury. You, yes, you are the keeper and teller of your truth. And it comes with that power Mercury symbol. Remembering too that the magician is ruled by Mercury, you all. Clearly a message from your spirit guides for you water signs. You are the way shower. You. You are the one. You're the keeper and teller of your truth. And so some of that mountain energy that we saw in that clarity could be where you are spending this time or will be spending this time in this new moon in Pisces energy, recognizing that, you, yes, you are the keeper and teller of your truth. If you have been a student or in a relationship or in a job or something else where there's a part of you that's just been holding back just a little bit, there's your soul that's coming forth now, and your guides that are saying, it's your turn. It's time for you to pay attention to your own thoughts, create your own magic, ready to grow. Stay in integrity. That's about this truth as well. Staying in your integrity. Because the temptation may be there through your desire. The caution with a magician energy is it is about creating what you want, but also not making sure that you understand that what you create somehow, some way is going to have an impact on others. Two of Cups. It's going to have an impact on others. And I think that's the staying in your integrity. It's just making sure that as you craft your future, as you work your manifestation, as you build your relationships, as you move about the world, doing what you love, just making sure that you do it in a way that you can be proud of, that you stand on, that you stand behind. Okay? You have a friend that shows up in the dog. And it says, today, I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. Staying in integrity, and that also that Two of Cups coming as a friend. This works both ways. This is you. Actually, I want to put this over here near the 2 because that's a connection. This is you as a friend. And this is also how you are being befriended. And Spirit wants you, that's going back to that stay in integrity, because the friendships that you form now, the love that you're willing to give, in that Two of Cups energy, growing into your business, your enterprise, your relationship, your family, yourself, your own endeavors for yourself to build yourself. That's all about love. And it's all about a decision around love with that Two of Cups. But it is also loyalty, that dog, unconditional loyalty. And that's why that integrity is important, because you can't just give it away. And you don't want somebody who brings it to you in a way that's inauthentic. You have a thank you here. Gratitude and appreciating what's sustaining you. That's a message from your guides. Because there is a lot, water signs, that is sustaining you. And this unconditional love, they're reminding me as well to apply it to spirit. They sustain you. They are loyal. Your ancestors, your guides, they are a friend that will never fail you. And they want you to tune into that by expressing your thank you and appreciation. That actually makes your magic and ability to move things stronger. It's what gives you the clarity to see beyond the mountain. It says, keep your heart open is your next oracle. Keep your heart open, water signs. And you know, that wouldn't come for you unless you had had something happen that tempted you to close it off, right? Maybe that's some of that mountain energy. Something had to happen because you're being advised to keep your heart open. Isn't that something? And notice that it comes in Libra. So this is in regards to your relationships, Two of Cups. Your relationships. And I'm also being pulled back to that Three of Wands because this is your one-on-one relationships and also your group dynamics. In an office, in a family, in your partner, lover, spouse's larger family context. But it's how you fit within a larger whole. And to the extent that sometimes that fit didn't feel good, you staying in your integrity, you knowing who you are, you are the keeper of your truth. That's the mountain that's being dissolved. The mountain that's being dissolved and gives you clarity is understanding that all of this has been building you into the magician who can craft and create your own future with the friends who really deserve you, with your spirit guides who will never abandon or desert you. And it requires that you keep your heart open. Go with the flow. Complimentary message. Go with the flow. Don't question or don't doubt when something good shows up. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I happen to look down and see it, and so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. It says perfect fit. And the message says finding the right path, the fit with the soul, the ideal job. You're meant to be here. Wow. There is such a blessing that's developing for you. And it's going to be what you wanted. And it's not, we tend to we wait for the intervention from spirit, right? To align us with things, bring things in our past. And then we say, oh, synchronicity or whatever. But spirit is this is your making. This is your making. And you finding the right path, the right people, the ideal job, the right lover, whatever these groups and relationships are signaling, keeping your heart open with that Libra, with people who love, and people you love, and feeling like you're really connected, feeling like you're in the flow, and you can really be who you are, staying in your integrity and being that way shower. Going back to that one of your initial cards, the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is able to move forward beautifully, confidently. And it does sometimes mean starting over or doing things in a way that you haven't done them before, with people you haven't done it with before. But that's how you do what you love. That's how it works. And you are going to have the perfect fit. It says, become your own priority. So may not apply to all of you, but as water signs tend to be naturally emotional, connected, psychic, if you have been over loyal to others, right? And sometimes given too much of yourself and gotten a little lost in that for the sake of loving the job, loving the person, wanting to fit into the group. This new moon in Pisces is bringing you back into a space of aligning with your truth. You stay in your integrity. You are your own way shower because you are meant to do what you love. And that means you have to become your own priority. You have to become your own priority in order to do what you love. A gemstone that will help you during this time, water signs, is amber. Amber is a gemstone, and it says immorality. Immorality. That's interesting. Preservation and time travel. Immorality, preservation, and time travel. I'm being really drawn to that, and it's interesting. So I really want you to hone in on Amber, because remember how even when you got this keep your heart open, and Spirit said, like, you wouldn't have drawn this card if your heart hadn't been dinged. This desire in that Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, the desire to manifest the kinds of relationships, love, job, life that you really want. There's some exposure that you've had, and that's what built the mountain. That's why you're getting through the mountain, to keep your heart open. Minimizing that, getting around it, is because you have witnessed the not so good side of people, of some people. And maybe they were people you were involved with intimately. But that's okay, because you're staying in your integrity, and you're paying attention to your own voice, and you're making yourself your own priority. And in doing that, you bring in energetically, through your spirit guides, those who are loyal, those who are worthwhile, those who are also in their integrity. And that's what opens your heart up. That's what keeps your heart open, water signs. Okay? And finally, this is the door that I pulled for you in my Oracle Doors deck. And your message in this door is the Odyssey. And it says, take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. Wow. Explore. Getting in nature. And this is also exploring. This is exploring your own soul. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Buy yourself some flowers. I love, even as I look down on that, your own priority, becoming your own priority, how beautiful that card is with all that lushness and the flowers. They want you to pamper yourself a little bit, water signs. Pile number 4, I started to say, but water signs. They want you to pamper yourself, and that is your magic. Use your magic on yourself before you even try to use it to move towards the things that you desire. And again, when I'm talking about magic, magic is thought. Magic is voice. Magic is what you write down. Magic is what you envision. Magic isn't, you don't have to have a cauldron and recite any spells. Magic is what you bring by force of creation through your energy and connection to spirit. And there's such an opportunity that you have. Do what you love. And it really is just about bringing your energy back to you, becoming your own priority, and not letting yourself, either through resentment, grief, or other situations that you've gone through with others, not letting that take you off your game, because you are on the right track. Your spirit guides have come through to say that, and they want you to go with the flow. They will show you what that flow is, okay? They will show you. They will bring you the people, and it's going to hit you in a certain way because you're water. So you've got that psychic aspect if you listen to it. And they want you to get out there and trust it. That's the Odyssey. They want you to remember you are on an Odyssey with your soul, and you are creating. And you'll get past that mountain. Don't give up your faith in humanity. Don't give up your faith in yourself. Keep your heart open. Go with the flow. And get ready. Get ready to create your magic in a different way. All right? All right, water signs. I hope that was helpful. I wish you the absolute best. I'd love to hear how that struck you. And I will talk to you all real soon. Take good care. Bye.